Handoff to Leha. Leha with some room on the left side, inside the 5-yard line, down to the 3, and pushes that pile forward into the end zone.
Looks outside here, and at the block by Plinicky and Jones.
Checks in for the Jackets. What a putback alley-oop from Green to Schultz.
Working it inside like Coach Brookshire says. But Bernie with the rebound.
Steal.
And steal it is it in! It's
Who's running the last leg? That could be gold. And a goal. Yeah, it's over.
In the third. Brings another one. There's another ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Herber, who fires it over to first base for out number 3.
Oh, she got a hold of that one. Maybe gone by. There you go. Wow. What a hit.
I didn't take her long.
No.
It didn't.
Galarza.
Welcome to another Billy's Live production. Find us on your favorite social sites and apps. Like, subscribe, and get notified when we go live.
It is senior night at the Battle and Billy baseball field as we get ready for some District 27 4A action as the Fredericksburg Battle and Billies get ready to host the Bandera Bulldogs and some baseball action. I'm Rick Graff, joined by Blaine Hahn. We'll be right back here after a short break to get you ready for first pitch.
The Inside Story has been family owned and operated since 1981. The Inside Story is your custom decorating center with in-house designers, and the owners install your flooring too, so you know satisfaction is guaranteed. They sell carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, luxury vinyl, area rugs, wallpaper, paint, and much more. See the Inside Story's extensive showroom, Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg, online at theinsidestorytx.com.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
What is the FISD Education Foundation? Since our inauguration in 2018, the Foundation has financially supported teachers and students from all our campuses achieve academic excellence. Our fundraising efforts help offset the adverse effects and depletion of resources brought on by state Robin Hood policies. Visit FISDkids.org to learn more. The FISD Education Foundation, partnering with our community because we're better together.
Top 5 reasons we love Gaddy's in Fredericksburg. Number 5, their student teacher lunch discount. Number 4, their all-you-can-eat buffet. Number 3, they have a huge variety of fresh veggies at the salad bar. Number 2, Gaddy's Pasta and Pizza is always hot and ready. And best of all, they even do the dishes. Gaddy's Pizza, Highway 16 South, across from the fairgrounds.
Segner's Jewelers is a proud Battle and Billy sponsor and big fans of our hometown team. Segner's has served generations of FISD families and friends and will be here to serve future generations. Located at 236 West Main Street, or find us on the web at segnersjewelers.com. We're with you all the way. Go Billies!
Hello, my name is Greg Nebgen with 4N Cattle Company. I want to talk to you a little bit about J4 Trailer and my experience. So I was looking for a new cattle trailer, stopped by, talked to Josh, customized what I wanted. I own a local business. I want to do my business local. Prices were very competitive. I looked at trailers everywhere. They were $1,000 cheaper, if not more. I was going to buy local anyway. They beat everybody in price. And then they even delivered it. J4 Trailer, that's where I got mine.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Battling Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments. And also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
Strayer & Offers has been going strong since 1928. They specialize in tires and tire repair, wheel balancing, front end alignment, brake repair, tune-ups, oil changes, belts and hoses, complete auto repair. Make sure you check out the Kawasaki mules and custom-built trailers, ready to go to work for you. For quality Chevron products, Strayer & Offers, 509 South Adams Street, Fredericksburg. Call 830-997-4382. Check them out online, StrayerAndOffers.com.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we know the Texas Hill Country, and we know Texas Hill Country Real Estate.
With the Real Estate Advisory Team, you'll have a team of experienced local professionals who value honesty and integrity and work tirelessly to help you achieve your real estate goals.
Give us a call or stop by today. We would be honored to help turn your Texas Hill Country dream into a reality. Go Billies!
Hill Country Refrigeration has been providing the Texas Hill Country with quality heat and air conditioning service, installation, and repair for 47 years. They offer dependable, friendly, and professional customer service. Robert and Clara Ann Almers founded Hill Country Refrigeration in 1974, but have been enjoying Battling Billy sports for a lifetime. The Almers family are born and raised Billy fans. 4 generations, that is. Hill Country Refrigeration, where customizing comfort is their award-winning game. From one winning team to another, best of luck, Billies.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
Please join us in keeping Fredericksburg and Gillespie County special. Be Texas friendly. Share the road. Put litter in its place. Respect private property. And protect our dark skies. Thank you for caring about our community.
Welcome back to Battling Billy Baseball Field as we're getting going here at Battling Billy Stadium. As we get ready to take the field and get ready for some baseball action, we are taking a moment to honor the memory of Deacon Russell, a sophomore at Fredericksburg High School that we tragically lost this week. So we're going to take a minute with them as they do that. So as we get ready, as you can see, a lot of the pink that the players are wearing, and we take the field tonight. We take the field tonight, getting ready to play some baseball, but we remember the memory of Deacon. Of course, he was a former baseball player. He was a Battling Billy baseball player, football player, basketball player, all-around great kid, and he's very missed. And the community has spent all week kind of just trying to support each other through it, Blaine. But it is cool to see they're wearing pink. For those of you that may not know, the reason the Billies are wearing pink and the reason the students have been wearing pink, and if you see in the crowd, you see a lot of pink, that was Deacon's favorite color. And so they wear it in memory of him. And it's been a long week.
It has been, but, talking to actually some of the coaches and players, it's nice for them to be able to get back on the field tonight to play some baseball. Important games for the Billies, their next 3, definitely. When you start looking at how the district is sort of standing up and then stacking up for the Billies right now, we're sort of alone in 5th place, a couple games out of a playoff spot. We're chasing. We got a lot of help this week from actually Bernie and Canyon Lake, beating the teams we're chasing right now. Tonight's a big night for us, and next week's huge. And so we can put another little streak together and win win and do a lot of good stuff on the field and get a little momentum going, I think we can do a lot.
Hey, real quick before we get too far into today's broadcast, I do want to make sure we give a special thanks to our title sponsor tonight, and that everyone wants a happy home, but the biggest challenge is keeping the pests out. So call Hill Country Pest Control and ask how they can turn your house into a pest-free home. Hill Country Pest Control, 830-997-5080. We wouldn't be doing this broadcast without them. Thank you, Hill Country Pest Control, for allowing us and for joining us on this broadcast. As we get ready for what's coming up here with first pitch, we're going to take a quick break as you see Drake Threadgill getting warmed up for the Billies. Stay tuned here on Billies.live.
This broadcast is supported by Votive Hospice, a family-owned hospice founded by Fredericksburg natives. Votive Hospice is Fredericksburg's only joint commissioned, accredited hospice and Fredericksburg's first community-based palliative care, which means their team can help you and your loved ones prior to needing hospice at no cost to you and your family. Knopp Healthcare's palliative care program was just recently awarded accreditation by the Joint Commission in 2022, and that makes them Fredericksburg's only accredited palliative care program. VotiveHospice.com. They're with you.
So we're about ready for first pitch here on Billies.live as Drake Threadgill, the junior, gets the start for the Billies here on senior night. Of course, he's a junior, hard-throwing left-hander, getting ready to face Randon Wheeler, the wearing number 1 for Bandera. He's playing short tonight. Here's the first pitch from Drake. And their first strike. Let's try and get through the lineup for Bandera while we can. Of course, Wheeler leading off. Caleb Hone is playing. He's playing catcher, hitting second. Barrett Wade is the pitcher tonight, wearing number 14. As Wheeler swings right through strike 2. Colton Trenkelbach is playing first, wearing number 10. Hitting fifth is number 3, Lane Bourgeois, the right fielder. Number 7, Riley Haley is the DH in the 6th spot, hitting for number 8, Benton Cloud. Here is the 0-2 pitch from Threadgill. A little bit outside, try to get that breaker in. Number 11, Scott Berry is playing left field. He's hitting in the 7th spot. Number 13, Zach Quesnot is the center fielder. And rounding it out, and at second base is number 5, Cameron Campbell. As that pitch misses inside.
Threadgill jumped out, 0-2 count here, and now falls back to an even count, 2-2 on the batter.
Pretty young Bandera squad. Wheeler's only a sophomore, as head coach Cody Fields has had to run out a lot of young players. As Wheeler fouls that one off. Last time we saw Threadgill, it was here at Wimberley. Here at Fredericksburg against Wimberley, and he had a pretty good outing outside of maybe a tough second inning.
Right, and even that, they really didn't hit the ball hard on him. And when he fills up the strike zone, he does a lot. It feels like every home game he pitches here at home. And so we've seen him quite a bit this year on Billies.live.
He's become a regular, and that's not going anywhere. He was a key part of the rotation a year ago. He's really settled into, if not the top spot, the number 2 spot in the rotation this year, and that's not going to go anywhere. He's only a junior. Wheeler turns on that fastball and hits it down the left field line for a foul ball. So, these Billies are surely enjoying being back on the diamond, but I'm sure it's with a heavy heart, especially for these guys that have played with Deacon for years. And Wheeler fouls off another one. It's been a tough. You were saying before the broadcast how long of a week it's been. You and I both work in the education field, and it's been a tough week for everybody.
Yeah, the story I think I told off air as we were going. We had a bunch of meetings on Wednesday. One of my teachers got up and sort of said, well, one more day. And we were like, nope, 2 more days.
Yeah.
It was that kind of week, sort of all week. I actually sort of felt behind last night when the storms came through. It sort of, you can tell it got a lot of relief in some areas, but not in others. But the rain came down and at my house a lot, and we really needed that. So
it was nice, But I will say, as being in the classroom, Deacon was one of my students, and seeing the kids kind of come together and support each other has been really cool and really special. So if there is something positive to take from this situation, it has been seeing these kids kind of really support each other, and it really is a pretty cool community, and I'm glad to be a part of it. So Threadgill gets the looking strikeout on Wheeler, and he's got the swinging strike there on Caleb Hone, the number 2 hitter, the catcher for Bandera.
Good comeback pitch after falling down 2-0 to the batter.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just a bit low. Tried to get the off-speed pitch in there. A little risky in a 2-1 count, going to the off-speed.
A little bit, but he's, man, that ball went inner half like that. I thought that was easily going to get called a strike.
That ball's in the dirt, so that's the first walk of the night. Hone will go to first, and that'll bring up Barrett Wade, number 14, the pitcher tonight from Bandera. We'll try to set the field for you for Fredericksburg. Of course, Threadgill is on the mound. J.B. Word, a senior, is behind the plate at catcher. Braden Durst at first. Reed Spees at second. Weston Herber at short. Asher Gaiman at third. Colton Wolf, Nathan White is in left and center. And they might have got the pickoff, and they did. It's a great play there from Drake Threadgill.
Really a great play. You know, I went with a less traditional quick move there, stepping off with his left foot. And totally fooled the base runner over there at first.
Great move from Threadgill. He had a pickoff successful against Wimberley as well last week. First pitch is fouled off there by Wade. Finishing up the field for the Billies, Sam Seidenberger in right field, another senior. As we get a look at that tag out on Weston Pizza replay. You know, Hone tried to avoid the tag, but Durst kept it on him.
Well, you know, and Durst actually he swiped and actually missed on the Weston Pizza replay, and then actually came back and got him on the comeback.
0-2 count now on Wade. Threadgill is poised to get through the inning with 3 batters. Tries to get the breaking ball, doesn't break it enough. 1-2.
That sort of came out of the hand funny there. He usually doesn't hang a ball that far outside. His curveball breaks so hard and quick.
It was working really well for him last time out. That ball's hit pretty well to right field, but Seidenberger looks like he's got it sized up, and he does. So Bandera gets a base runner on a walk, but not a whole lot else, as the pickoff move negates the walk. We're heading to the bottom of the first, tied at 0.
Welcome to Creek Street Dental, where we strive to treat our patients with compassion, kindness, and care. We utilize the latest technologies in our commitment to your family, offering cone beam technology, cosmetic dentistry, and sedation dentistry so you can sleep through your appointment. Stop by and meet our newest addition, Dr. Monica Montgomery, from the Fredericksburg High School class of 2014. Creek Street Dental on the corner of Creek Street and South Adams in Fredericksburg.
My name is Rick Barangi, and I'm the owner and founder of Long Neck Manor. I met Donnie several years ago because I was building a state-of-the-art barn for my giraffe, 10,000 square foot barn, and there's nobody in the area, not just Fredericksburg, but in the region that could understand the complexities of building such a structure. Donnie's team is amazing. When they come out here, they're very professional, they're quick, they're thorough. You get a product even better than you expected.
Fredericksburg Veterinary Center takes care of animals of all sizes, little bitty small ones and great big tall ones. They'll treat your furry friends just like it was their own. Doctors East and Eckert can do all sorts of stuff to help them, like x-rays and blood work, surgeries and sonograms. They'll even work on their teeth. And if your animal is sick or something, they'll even go to your ranch or house to help them. Give them a call or visit them online at fbgvetcenter.com.
Let's look at the Billies lineup as we get heading to the bottom of the first here and a 0-0 ball game. Leading off and playing shortstop is number 12, Weston Herber. We'll see him at the plate here in just a minute. Number 5, Braden Durst playing first is right behind him. Asher Gaiman is playing third base tonight, wearing number 1. Drake Threadgill on the mound, wearing number 4. Hitting fifth is the catcher and senior number 22, J.B. Word. In left field is sophomore number 9, Colton Wolf. In center is number 15, Nathan White. Playing second base and hitting 8th is number 7, Reed Spees. And rounding it out in right field is number 6, Sam Seidenberger. They recorded the out in that last top of the inning. We're working through some technical difficulties with our audio here on Billies.Live. Bear with us. We'll get it sorted out as Herber gets ready to come to the plate here. On the mound for the Bandera Bulldogs is number 14, Barrett Wade. He's a righty. Wears number 14. We'll try to set the field for Bandera as we get going. Blaine, what do you want to see from the Billies offensively tonight?
Well, aggressiveness, and it plays into where we sit in the district results and rankings right now. Queued up on the screen, everybody can see where we are. A big win tonight versus Bandera puts us right there at 5-8. Davenport is playing Bernie. Bernie beat Davenport for us the other day to get them to 6-6. We can pull within a game of them, and then it's the showdown next week. Fredericksburg versus Davenport, pretty much for the last district spot. It's nice. We hold the tiebreaker over Canyon Lake, but we're running out of games to catch them too. So they have a big win over Bernie, actually, and so that sort of gets them skewed. It sort of has played out exactly like that first round of district. Everybody sort of beating everybody, and we got a little bit behind all of a sudden, and now we can do a lot in these last 3 games.
And if the Billies can win tonight and force that kind of play-in with Davenport, that becomes pretty much a 2-game playoff series. One here, one there.
Yep.
So here's the first pitch to Herber. He takes it for a strike, so the first pitch of the night from Barrett Wade is in the zone.
And even against Bernie a couple weeks ago, we're effective when we can get people on and when we're aggressive. And so, if we left the bat on our shoulders way too many times in that loss, and then against Wimberley, I thought we looked at too many pitches. And if we can get a little aggressive and force the defense to sort of play some defense, just like there, that was a close play, but Weston almost beat that pretty routine ground ball out.
A good stretch here from Trankelbach. Got to acknowledge it to make sure they get the out here on the Weston Pizza replay. He really had to extend to make sure they got the out there. So, also pretty cool. I didn't know if you noticed that. Trankelbach wearing a arm sleeve, a red arm sleeve, which if you know anything about Bandera, they are blue and white with the number 8 on it. If you know anything about that, it's the number that Deacon Russell wore. So pretty nice little acknowledgement there to the Billy. So here is Braden Durst after the ground out, the 6-3 ground out there from Weston Herber. It's cool to see Bandera coming in and showing some good community love. The players were putting roses on the home plate as they were called out, so appreciate Bandera for the support. So 1 out here. Durst falls behind 2-0. Wade working fast. That butt pitches a little bit. Gonna get called a strike. Looked outside to me, Blaine, but called it a strike.
He was widened. He's widened on that left side of the plate a couple times already, and so if that's that's just something. If we know that's going to be called,
that's the zone. That's the zone.
As long as he does it both ways, I guess then it'll be nice when we're pitching.
Durst just had a fantastic senior season, and he's going to lead off with a walk here tonight. Of course, he committed to McMurray about a week ago. Congrats to Durst for that. He gets to continue playing some baseball up in West Texas. That'll bring up Asher Gaiman, the third baseman. Asher, a junior. So runner on first for Gaiman. Gaiman has stayed busy this year playing basketball and now baseball as he takes a first pitch strike there. Wade popping the mitt there.
Asher's pretty much been, he's been on it every game I've seen this year. He seems to be a big contact hitter, and so I wouldn't be surprised if Coach did let the runner go here. Especially the way Asher handles a bat.
Let's see what he does on a 0-1 count. Takes a big hack at a breaking ball that Wade threw perfectly to fall behind 0-2. That was a good pitch. So, Gaiman now facing an 0-2 count. We'll see if they send the runner here, Blaine. Durst is a pretty quick runner. Puts the ball in play right at the shortstop. They get their out at second, going first. Double play. That's a big defensive play for the Bandera Bulldogs. So both teams get a runner on in the first inning. Both runners negated. We head to the second inning, still scoreless here on Billies.Live.
Security State Bank and Trust. We've been building the communities we call home since 1941. That includes supporting our students, teachers, and schools. Behind each student is a community investing in what matters most. Security State Bank and Trust. Proud supporters of Battle and Billy sports. We're rooting for your success on and off the field. We're proud to say we're small enough to know you by name and large enough to serve all your financial needs. Security State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Hill Country Propane Inc., we work hard to earn your propane business. Do you need propane delivery for your home?
We're on it.
Refilling propane cylinders for your grill?
We're on it.
Filling up your RV and our easy drive-through?
We're on it.
Savings on RV and cylinder fills?
We're on it.
For all your propane needs, choose Hill Country Propane Inc. because
we're on it.
Hill Country Propane Inc.
Go Billies!
Welcome back to the ball field here in Fredericksburg. We got a little quick word from FBG Live.
Partner with FBG Live to make much of your product on our programs.
Thanks for that, and thanks for being with us and showing your love and support. We sure do appreciate it. Joining us today and joining us every time Fredericksburg.live is on. Quick work in the first inning. That was a very fast inning.
It really
wasn't
was.
It,
really was. Almost like you had the pitch clock on, and they got in the pros now, just quick and snappy. Got to go to an Astros game this past weekend. Saw the Astros win one of their 3 against Texas, so hopefully we'll win more next time around.
Well, it seems like that's how they've been lately, is one of 3.
They'll get going. I don't worry about it. They finished, I don't want to get too much into it, but about the same they were at this point last year. As Trankelbach takes a first pitch ball there. Trankelbach had a pretty good first inning defensively, made kind of the splits to record an out on Herber.
Well, and then made a good play on the double play ball, too. He's a splitter over there. He stretches all the way on that double play ball. He did the same thing, so.
It's not easy to do, especially when you're a big dude like he is.
No.
And he's ahead 2-0 here on Threadgill. This is the inning that Wimberley was able to get to Threadgill. This is the second inning. They put up 4 on him, and then he was pretty solid the rest of the way. See what he can do here. So here's the 2-1 pitch. Puts it in play down the third base line and just foul. So second time a Bulldog has kind of pulled it foul there. 2-2 now.
That was close. It was closer than I thought. Off the bat, I thought it was going to be well foul.
It just barely might have caught some chalk on the way. It was so close. 2-2 is hit up just behind the shortstop. Herber's going to go out. He calls it, and he makes the play.
It's a great change up there. Got him a little out front on that. Great range by Herber. If you watch on the West End Pizza replay, Herber ranged to his left, turned his shoulders, ran out, got underneath it, made the play. There's our Herber replay of the night.
Yeah, no more now. Well, he's got his fill. Here's Lane Bourgeois, the right fielder, wearing number 3. He takes the first pitch ball. We'll see if Drake can settle in. And when he's at his best, like you said earlier, he's in the strike zone early and often. So we'll see if he can find that rhythm. That ball is fouled off down the right field line. Oh, just missed the play there to the first base coach. Got to make that play.
You got to make that play.
So 1-1 now with 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Pretty good crowd here in Fredericksburg tonight. Lots of pink in the crowd.
A lot of people in the crowd, too.
That is for sure. So 1-2 now is the count on Lane Bourgeois. Drake working fast, gets the swinging miss on the breaking ball. Beautiful stuff there from Threadgill to get the second out.
Great play by Word there, too, sort of smothering that ball. Tagging the runner for the strike 3. Good strikeout by Threadgill. Good action on that ball. Changed his arm slot there to get the strikeout. Great play by Word. Just made that play look real simple.
Last outing for Drake, racking up the strikeouts was not the problem. The issue is avoiding the walk. Big swing there from the DH here, Riley Haley, hitting in the 7th spot for Bandera. He was trying to hit that one over the scoreboard. There's another strike there from Drake. And like we were saying, last time out for Drake, his stuff was there. He wasn't really getting hit around. It was just staying in the zone where he had some struggles. And
well, it was the whole staff that night. I think we
really
issued
was.
something about 10 to 12 walks. It's kind of hard to win ball games when you're doing that and to keep your pitch count down. You know, I feel like he's in a pretty good zone right here if he can just sort of stay in it and stay within himself and keep moving and grooving.
Goes back to that 0-2 breaker, doesn't quite hit the zone with it, so 1-2. He likes to start that breaker in the opposite batter's box and just try to catch a part of the outside zone. Goes back to the heater, but it's low, 2-2. I think next level of Drake's development as a pitcher is find a way to break that slider low and in, too. Tries to do it there, but he's able to fend it off. Is Haley. Good play from Spees to come and get it for the 3rd out. So we're through an inning and a half. We are still scoreless here in Fredericksburg. Stay tuned as we head to the bottom of the 2nd here on Billy's.Live.
As Fredericksburg celebrates 175 years, Arrowhead Bank is celebrating almost 100 years of serving the people of the Texas Hill Country. Our goal has been the same since we opened in Fredericksburg 20 years ago, to combine the relationship banking of yesterday with the technology of today for a better brand of banking. Arrowhead Bank is proud to support our students in all their endeavors, athletic and academic, and we're excited to celebrate their successes this year. Billy Pride, Eber Alice, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 423091.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front 9 features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back 9 stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
We love living in the country. My husband works from home, and I teach our 5 youngest children here as well. Fast, uncapped, reliable internet is critical for our family. And that's exactly what we've gotten from Bee Creek for over 10 years now. Bee Creek Communications, always on high-speed internet.
Threadgill, Word, and Wolf due up here for the Billies in the bottom of the 2nd. We are still scoreless. No hits tonight so far. Both teams got runners on in the 1st, but Threadgill was able to keep it quiet in the top of the 2nd for Bandera. He will try to make some noise at the plate himself as he leads off to face Barrett Wade here. So here is the first pitch of the 2nd inning. Bottom of the 2nd inning. It's outside for ball 1. So we'll see how Drake can do. He's hitting in the 4 spot tonight. Takes a big swing at that one. Hits it to left field. Left fielder's having to run on it. It's back, and it's off the base of the wall. Threadgill's heading to 2nd, and he can stroll into 2nd with the stand-up lead-off double.
You know, that was a ball sort of up in the zone. If you watch on the West End Pizza replay, Drake really got his arms and hands extended. The left fielder was playing in quite a ways and got that ball up in the sort of the jet stream with a little bit of a north wind blowing here. This field plays so much different, and it just sort of ate up that left fielder and really got over his head, and he couldn't range back to get it, but that ball carried a lot better than I thought it was going to off the bat. It pretty much bounced at the base of the wall. He almost went oppo there, and that was pretty impressive.
You know, I don't think Scott Perry, the left fielder, was expecting a lefty hitter to hit it over his head tonight.
No.
That's hard to do, as that ball just about hits J.B. Word, who's hitting for the first time tonight, the senior catcher for the Billies. And you're right, that was an impressive swing from the junior. So Threadgill's now at 2nd. J.B. Word, who's a great run producer at the plate for the Billies, a great chance to get on the board early. And he's ahead 2-0. JB Word's been a fun player to watch in the red and white over the past couple of years. Steady presence behind the plate and a pretty good, powerful bat when he's in the box.
And a pretty good RBI producer when he's given the opportunity.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful breaking ball from Wade, but it just missed the zone. You know, I guess they called that a strike, 2-1. It looked outside. I was about to say earlier he was calling those strikes. Well, I guess I missed the strike call. So 2-1. That's where I'd live. He goes back to it. Word puts it in play right at the shortstop, who goes to third, and they're going to get the courtesy runner, which was Dawson Wren there. Oh, Charlie Johnson, I apologize. You got him at third. You really, a little bit of a base running blunder there from the Billies. Word is safe at first.
You know, the old rule applies that if the ball's ever hit in front of you there, you sort of stay put. And so with him being at second like that and the ball sort of hit in front of him to the shortstop, he should have probably ranged back, made him make the long throw, and he actually helped him out to make a very short throw to third. So we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in, number 2.
Yeah, not ideal base running there for the Billies, but they'll move. They still got a base runner on. And that is number 2. We don't have. I'm trying to get the number for that. It's Brett Bowers. He started last time out. So here's Colton Wolf with 1 out. The sophomore left fielder wearing number 9. With Bowers on first. Takes a big hack at the first swing and pops it up over our heads.
You know, the Billies really have about half of the lineup have really put a good bat on the ball. Seems like we keep hitting it straight to people. If we could accept Threadgill. And so if we can put a couple of these together and hit some gaps, we'll score runs pretty quickly.
Bowers tries to steal second, but a great throw from the Bulldog catcher guns him down. That is Caleb Hone with the throw out on the West End Pizza Replay. Great throw from the catcher to get Bowers, and that is out number 2. So you go from a leadoff double to nobody on base like that. Not ideal.
With 2 outs. And an 0-2 count on the batter. Shucks.
Baseball will do that to you. So Wolf now will try to I guess, ignite a 2-out rally now. Big swing and a miss at a breaking ball from Wade, and that's going to do it. Well, what started off as a very promising ending ends quietly for the Billies. We are still scoreless heading into the 3rd inning here on Billies.Live.
The Inside Story has been family-owned and operated since 1981. The Inside Story is your custom decorating center with in-house designers, and the owners install your flooring too, so you know satisfaction is guaranteed. They sell carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, luxury vinyl, area rugs, wallpaper, paint, and much more. See the Inside Story's extensive showroom, Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg, online at theinsidestorytx.com.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
The FISD Education Foundation strives to inspire students, drive teacher innovation, and pilot new educational programs. By the end of the spring, the foundation will have donated over $450,000 toward academic excellence on all 5 FISD campuses. To donate, volunteer, or see for yourself how our grants are creating a lasting impact in educating our community, visit us at fisdkids.org.
Top 5 reasons we love Gaddy's in Fredericksburg. Number 5, their student-teacher lunch discount. Number 4, their all-you-can-eat buffet. Number 3, they have a huge variety of fresh veggies at the salad bar. Number 2, Gaddy's Pasta and Pizza is always hot and ready. And best of all, they even do the dishes. Gaddy's Pizza, Highway 16 South, across from the fairgrounds.
Threadgill's through 2 scoreless innings here for the Battlin' Billies. Stepping in is number 11, Scott Perry, playing left field for Bandera. Here's the first pitch to him. Little bit low, 1-0. So what are you seeing from Drake so far?
A lot of control. He's staying within himself. And, we've always said if he can just, with the action that he has on most of his pitches, if he can just fill up the strike zone, he's really good. And so, and he's proven that. It's really hard to hit a hard ball off of him. So it's he's in command, not the other way around.
That ball's hit pretty well, straight to center, and it's going to get past Nathan White and roll to the wall. Perry can run all day, and he's going to go for 3. Here's the throw from Seidenberger. It might be close. The play's at third, and they got him. The relay from Seidenberger to Herber makes the play at third, and what looked bad for a minute ends well for the Billies.
And watch on the West End Pizza replay here. White really misplayed that ball, but great backup by Seidenberger. Ran all the way from right field. Great relay from Herber. And Asher really put a good tag on that or front leg for the out.
That'll bring up Zach Quesnot, the center fielder, wearing number 13. He takes a first pitch strike there from Threadgill. That's a way to recover from a blunder right there.
That ball, right when it left the bat, I sort of went, oh, no, there's trouble. And so I'm sort of glad it didn't come and bite the Billies there.
Pretty good swing there from Quesnot, but it just curves foul. So 0-2 now with 1 out on the Bandera center fielder. Here's the pitch. It's the breaking ball. Gets put in play to Gaiman. That should be an easy out.
As most of you know, it's been a tough week here at FHS as our community mourns the loss of sophomore Deacon Russell. Please join us in a moment of silence for the Russell family.
Thank y'all for joining us in that as we take a moment for Deacon. Cameron Campbell falls behind 0-1. Deacon's presence is missed in the classroom, I can tell you that much. So, 0-1. Ball is outside. 1-1 now. To Cameron Campbell, he's playing second base for Bandera. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. That was a heater, but it had some movement to it.
It really did. This inning amazingly has the same feel of the Billies last half. Of course, we had the runner on second. They sort of get the runner rolling to third. We get him on the play, and it sort of like had a vacuum. It felt like they had a little bit of momentum going with just one swing of the bat, and now we're one pitch away from really getting out of what could have been a jam just like they did.
Full count now. So after getting ahead 0-2 on Campbell, it's now full count here on the 9-hitter for the Bulldogs. Campbell's playing second tonight. He's part of that double play earlier. Here's the pitch. Tries to get high and in on him, but it just gets away from him. So that's going to be the second walk of the night for Threadgill.
We appreciate you joining us today on Billies.live. Be sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell as you get notified whenever we go live. It's really that simple.
So here's Wheeler again. He struck out his first time up. Swings in, misses on the first pitch. We just mentioned Threadgill's got 2 strikeouts tonight. One of them was a strikeout looking on Mr. Wheeler. So runner on first is Campbell. That ball's put in play. Going to find some room maybe to Nathan White in center. He'll make the play. And that is the end of the top of the third. So after a little bit of action early, the Billies are able to keep them quiet and keep it scoreless. So we are heading into the bottom of the third inning, hoping the Billies can break through and make something interesting Stay tuned here on Billies.live for the bottom of the third inning.
Top 5 reasons we love Gaddy's in Fredericksburg. Number 5, their student-teacher lunch discount. Number 4, their all-you-can-eat buffet. Number 3, they have a huge variety of fresh veggies at the salad bar. Number 2, Gaddy's pasta and pizza is always hot and ready. And best of all, they even do the dishes. Gaddy's Pizza, Highway 16 South, across from the fairgrounds.
Segner's Jewelers is a proud Battle & Billy sponsor and big fans of our hometown team. Segner's has served generations of FISD families and friends and will be here to serve future generations. Located at 236 West Main Street, or find us on the web at segnersjewelers.com. We're with you all the way. Go Billies!
Welcome back to Billy's Baseball. Do you have pests that require an exterminator? Get yourself a good pest control company by calling Hill Country Pest Control, Fredericksburg's oldest locally owned pest control company since 1977. Special thanks to them for sponsoring our scoreboard. Hill Country Pest Control, 830-997-5080. Big thanks to the Evans family for doing all this.
Absolutely. Wouldn't be able to do this broadcast without him. So here's Nathan White, his first at-bat tonight. He's playing center field tonight. First pitch hits him in the hip. So there is a free base. That's a great start to the inning for the Billies.
Nothing like getting a leadoff man on. Seems to be good. Always good juju when you get that first man on.
Yeah, typically. And you get a guy like Spees coming up, the second baseman for the Billies. You can do a lot of things with him because he's quick. You can put a bunt down and try to get the runner to second and then maybe have Spees beat it out. You can do a hit and run. You have a lot of options here if you're head coach De La Cerda. So White is on first. Wade's been pretty solid tonight, but he's off to a rough start here in the inning. There's the bunt attempt. Gets it down, but it's right back at Wade. They'll get the runner at second. Just pretty decent bunt as far as getting it down, but it just didn't go where he wanted it to.
Well, I mean, he may have bunted it just a hair too hard. Pitcher really played that well off the mound. Fielded his position well. Great stretch by the second baseman. Also, they just played the play like you're supposed to get the out at second. And we're back to the same situation now with just one out, man on first.
So here's Sam Seidenberger, one of the seniors for the Billies. He's playing right field tonight. Had a great throw in the second inning. As that ball is in there for a strike. Now he was a part of that relay to get the runner at third. He threw it into Herber. Herber threw it to third for the out. He falls behind 0-1, though. Spees takes off. Good throw from the catcher. It's going to be close. They're going to call him safe. Great effort, though, from the catcher, but Spees is able to beat it. It's close.
As you can see on the West End Pizza and Company replay, he did get a great jump. The throw was a little short, made the second baseman have to stretch on the shortstop side of the bag, or else, he puts that ball on the plate again, and they probably get another caught stealing.
So 0-2 count now on Seidenberger. And that pitch is in there for a strike. The outside has been called all game, and it's called again there.
But the Billies still have a runner on second, in scoring position for our leadoff man, Weston Herber.
Herber grounded out to short his first time up, playing shortstop tonight. For the Billies, the second time facing Wade, see if he can crack the code here. The breaking ball just evades the bat. That pitch started in and broke all the way outside. What a good pitch there from Barrett Wade.
It'd be hard unless you're really looking for that pitch and you're willing to shoot that to right field to hit that one hard.
Yeah, you have to be looking to right. You're right. Goes right back to it. That one doesn't break quite as much and ends up in the dirt. 1-1.
Good play by the catcher there to keep that ball out in front. Keep that runner on second.
1-1 is the count on Herber. Billy's looking to break through. and put some runs on the scoreboard. We're still tied 0-0 here, bottom three. Puts it in play down the right field line. Can it find some grass? The right fielder can't make the play. Herber's going to go to second. Spees is around to score. Herber's going three. Is he going to get there? He is not, so the relay gets him at third, but the Billies score the run nonetheless. A little bit of action there to end the bottom of the third inning, but good on Herbert for putting this ball in play and getting it down the right field line.
Good effort by the right fielder as you watch on the West End Pizza replay. Right field arranged really well over there. I thought he had a little bead on it. Herbert really hustling around here as you watch on the replay. I think he thought that he got around that tag actually on the replay. I think he sort of did, unless he called him the tag on the leg. It was a great slide by Herbert, and not happy with the call, but hey, the Billies get on the board to get the 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. We'll go to break here to go to the top of the fourth.
Well, howdy, friends. This is Paige Finley from FPG and Billies.Live. I want to tell you about some new friends I met at J4 Trailer, a family-owned Texas trailer dealer out 290 just east of Fredericksburg. They carry utility trailers, livestock trailers, cargo trailers, and if you're looking for all the bells and whistles, they can custom build just about anything. Food trucks, car haulers, trash, or landscape trailers, whatever you need. Give them a call today, 830-997-9969, J4 Trailers. That's where I got mine.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Battlin' Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments. And also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
Billies score first in tonight's game, 1-0 on an RBI double from Weston Herber. We'll take a quick live look at what's coming up on Billies.Live. Got a lot of good stuff coming here on Billies.Live and FPG.Live, so make sure you stay tuned for all of that. We take a look at it. Of course, we got the funeral of Mr. Stacy Coleman on here in a couple days, and then of course we've got the Billies are going to be at home against Davenport. That's going to be a big game, assuming they can hold on to get the win tonight. Then on April 30th, we've got the Red Hots Dancing Through the Years special. So that'll be on April 30th. So make sure you catch all of that here on Billies.Live and FBG.Live. We'll have a little bit of playoff softball also on Billies.Live, so we don't know when that game will be yet. They're still waiting to announce the schedules for that, but we will also have that. So stay tuned for that as Drake Threadgill gets back to work here on Billies.Live. Billies have a lead now, 1-0, as we head into the top of the fourth. Caleb Hones at the plate. He walked his first time up and then was picked off.
It's sort of nice for Threadgill to pitch with a lead. Let's see how he handles that. He's typically a shut-down type of person. So,
well, he walks the first guy he faces. That's 2 walks tonight for Hone. He's the catcher. He's had a good game so far, Bandera. He's 1 for 2 on throwing runners out, and he's walked twice.
And he's been pretty controlled behind the plate. Real in control back there.
So that'll bring up the pitcher, Barrett Wade. He hit the ball pretty well to right field, but Seidenberger made the play. So he is 0 for 1 tonight. The pitcher v. pitcher. I bet you Hone's extra careful over there this time up. First pitch is a little bit in, according to our home plate umpire, so 1-0 is the count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's a ball is also inside, so 2-0. Interesting they have the center fielder, Nathan White, shaded a little bit to right field, almost closer to the flag than he is the 360 sign. There's a pickoff move and a good one from Threadgill, but this time Hone he's watching it this time. He's not again.
No. And the same pickoff move that he actually got picked off with a while ago. So
he's on his toes. And there's a much slower one. I'm still watching you. I'm still watching you. 2-0 is the count on Wade. Wade's pitching pretty well, but he gave up his first run in the last inning on a Weston Herbert double. Pitches outside. That's 3-0 now. Good hitting, good situation if you're Mr. Wade. Now, here's the question. You have to assume Threadgill's going to throw a fastball to get in the zone. Might be a good chance for your 3-hole to get a good swing off.
Yeah, but then again, he's thrown about, 8 balls over the last, or 7 balls over the last 9 pitches, and so I figured that was a take all the way.
He finds the zone low and in, so 3-1 now. This is a big pitch here in this 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. A good healthy swing there from Trinkelbach, or from Wade. 3-2. So runner on first. He reached via the walk. That's Caleb Hone, the catcher. Good move there from Threadgill. Man, Threadgill must have something against Hone. He's making sure he stays busy over there.
He's got to tie his shoe now. He's letting the coach do it for him.
He's making him move so much his shoe came untied. That'll keep him working, Drake.
Good job by Threadgill. Just getting back on this batter, working the count to full here. Let's see if he can come attack him here.
So here's the deciding pitch. Runner takes off, and that is there on the outside zone. He's been calling it all night, and Threadgill stays there for the strikeout, his 3rd of the night. Runner does advance to second on the stolen base.
And the runner was going first move there, too. He had a big lead and left early. Threadgill could have probably picked him off there, but concentrated on the batter, got the out, 1 out for the Billies here. Let's just go get these batters now.
Here's Trinkelbach. He popped out to short his first time up. Hits that ball in the left. It's going to fall in front of Wolf. They're going to hold the runner at third, respecting the sophomore's arm. So runners in the corners now after a good swing there from Trinkelbach.
A little off-speed pitch. If you watch on the West End Pizza replay, Trinkelbach sort of got fooled actually on the pitch, but could throw his hands at that ball enough and just flick it out there to left field. A little 1st and 3rd situation here. Let's see what the Billies put on, and let's see what Threadgill can do to keep that runner on first.
Be curious to see if they send Trinkelbach. He is your first baseman, which typically is not the fleetest of foot. He's not getting very far from the bag as Bourgeois fouls off the first pitch. Bourgeois is 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. He's the right fielder for Bandera. Got real close to making a fantastic play there in the 3rd inning on a diving attempt to catch that, what ended up being a Weston Herbert run-scoring double. So Trinkelbach is not getting very far off of first base at all. Swing and a miss on the 2nd pitch of the at-bat. So just from looking at Trinkelbach's body language, I don't think he's going. Or at least he wasn't on those past few pitches.
As these batters get deeper in counts, though, you try to see what they can do. And then you try to put them in situations where people have to make decisions. And I just really wouldn't be surprised if they try to do something. Maybe a runner leaves early. With 1 out in the inning like this to try to put pressure on the Billies.
1-2 pitch is fouled off by Bourgeois. The 1 out, runners on the corners. Billies trying to keep in the lead here. They have a 1-0 lead. Bandera is threatening. Played a pretty good game so far, the Bulldogs. Billies have handled them pretty well so far this year, but Bandera came to play tonight. The 1-2 delivery is the breaking ball, and it is gorgeous for the strikeout. Man, you couldn't have thrown that any better.
That was a big pitch for Threadgill there. Really needed that out. If you watch on the West End Pizza replay, a little breaking ball started outside corner. Umpire sort of in the way there to watch the whole sequence of it, but ball sort of came into the outer half and really caught that outer half corner. Really a nice pitch there for the strikeout to get the 2nd out of the inning. Now with runners on 1st and 3rd and Threadgill really has control of this, can get control of this batter to get us out of the inning.
So courtesy runner here, that's West Clout coming to run for Bandera at third. So runners on the corners, 2 outs. Threadgill trying to keep it scoreless for the Bulldogs. And this will bring up the DH, Riley Haley. He grounded out to Reed Spees, who made a good play on it in the second inning. Spees playing second for the Billies. So Trinkelbach at first, Clout at third. Here's the first pitch to Haley. It's hitting to right field. Might be a tough play. Seidenberger's making the call, battling the sun. He makes the out. So Threadgill works around some damage. First and third, 1 out. He finds a way to keep Bandera off the board. It's 1-0 Fredericksburg as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning here on Billies.live. So we take a look at the replay. Send it to commercials here in just a second. Great play from Seidenberger.
Really settled underneath that ball really well. It's been an adventure sometimes over there, and so we'll take it to commercial to come back to the top of the 5th.
Strayer & Offers has been going strong since 1928. They specialize in tires and tire repair, wheel balancing, front-end alignment, brake repair, tune-ups, oil changes, belts and hoses, complete auto repair. Make sure you check out the Kawasaki mules and custom-built trailers, ready to go to work for you. For quality Chevron products, Strayer & Offers, 509 South Adams Street, Fredericksburg. Call 830-997-4382. Check them out online, StrayerAndOffers.com.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we know the Texas Hill Country, and we know Texas Hill Country Real Estate.
With the Real Estate Advisory Team, you'll have a team of experienced local professionals who value honesty and integrity and work tirelessly to help you achieve your real estate goals.
Give us a call or stop by today. We would be honored to help turn your Texas Hill Country dream into a reality. Go Billies.
Are we?
So the McMurray Warhawk will lead it off here for the Battlin' Billies. Braden Durst, he walked his first time up. Barrett Wade pitching a pretty good game for Bandera. So we will see if the Billies can keep adding on. They scored a run in the 3rd inning on an RBI double from Weston Herber. So we'll see what the Billies can do here in the bottom of the 4th. It's been a fun game so far, a lot of action.
We hope you're enjoying today's game on Billies.live. If so, do us a favor, would you? Our goal is 3,000 subscribers by the end of this season, and we're just a little under 300 short. It's super simple and doesn't cost a thing. Just tap the subscribe button to join today.
If you're not subscribed, you're missing this fantastic game. So here's Braden Durst. He walked his first time up. That breaking ball is way outside. So 1-0 now. Durst wearing number 5 on senior night. Ooh. That fastball finds a bit of the zone. 1-1 here. Barrett Wade did give up the run, but he's been pretty solid tonight for Bandera.
He really has, and good control on his curveball most of the night, and he's throwing it for a strike, which is tough. Now, he's been throwing it to right-handed batters and getting them a swing and miss. It's a little different when you got a left-hander up there. You're going to have to start way off the plate to make that a strike.
And it's tough. Here's the 2-1. I've seen Drake kind of shy away from doing it too. When you're trying to throw those breaking balls on guys that are opposite hand, I think unless you're really good at placing it on the edge, you're almost better off trying to find a way to break it inside. That's the swing and miss pitch. 3-2. That fastball finds a bit of the zone. So as you get a look at our lovely mugs here in the press box, 3-2 is the count.
Sitting back all relaxed.
There's the ball put in play there by Durst, and it finds some grass in the outfield for a single. He's been on base twice so far tonight.
For you guys you watch on the West End Pizza replay, rolled over that pitch pretty good, but hit it right where they weren't. Something the Billies haven't done as well tonight, but good job getting that leadoff man on, and we got some speed on the base pass. Let's see if we're going to play a little insurance baseball here. Try to get him over and try to get him in on the next two batters.
Gaiman grounded into a double play his first time up. Hit the ball hard just right at the shortstop. If anything, Gaiman hits the ball hard. That ball, it's been outside all game, so normally my instinct is that's outside, but with the zone that we've got tonight,
that's a strike.
That's a strike. Now, the thing is, if it's consistent, I don't have a ton of complaints. And if he has been consistent, as Gaiman hits this one fouled on the right field line, falls behind 0-2. You don't have a lot of problem with something that's a little bit out if it's being called every time. Well, it is a bit outside. The consistency's there. And as you see the catcher set up outside, I don't blame him. 0-2. Gaiman's able to foul it off. Falls behind 0-2.
That was a good spoiling pitch there for Gaiman. He sort of rolled over that pitch, just got a piece of it to stay alive.
If you can find a way to stay on that outside fastball and hit it to right field, that would really help Durst get to third. There's the breaking ball. Wade has been breaking that thing off all night, and he gets another strikeout with it.
Asher was a little bit out front on that one, sort of fanned through it before the ball really came through the zone. And up brings Threadgill, who hit a monster ball to the left last time.
There's a laser he hit over the left fielder Scott Perry's head, and see if he can do something like that again. Obviously seeing Wade well, one of the few lefties in the lineup. Durst and Threadgill both have hit Wade, so maybe that's somewhere where Wade is a little more vulnerable against left-handed hitters. He tries to get Durst there. Like you mentioned, Threadgill hit that double. That's a great breaking ball. You were talking about it earlier, trying to throw that pitch for a strike. He's able to do it against a lefty and catch that outer edge.
Threadgill's got to stay on that outer half pitch since that one got called. But he's fine taking that ball the other way.
Takes a big hack at it, pops it up to left field. Perry's going to try and make a play, and he does in left field. So Threadgill goes down on the second pitch of the at-bat with a fly out to left. Good play there from Scott Perry to battle the sun and make the play.
He really just missed that ball too. A very similar swing of what he took in the I guess it was the second inning. And to really hit that ball, and he sort of just scooped up underneath it, hit it more down the line than in that power alley. Brings up Word here hitting.
Word's 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out. Had a great opportunity to drive in a run in the second, which is typically his specialty, but just got over it a little bit. He takes the first pitch for a ball, so 1-0 here against the catcher.
With 2 outs, speedy runner on first. I don't know if you would mind having Word lead off the next inning either. And a little hit and run here probably would be, wouldn't hurt anybody.
Especially with Durst, who, when you look at him, you don't think speedster, but when he's tall and lanky and he gets moving, he can cover some ground.
He really can.
1-1 now after Word fouls off the 1-0 pitch. It was a fastball on the outer edge that he hit over into the right field. That fastball gets in on the hands, and it's a routine pop-up for what should be the pitcher, but they miscommunicate, and it's on the ground. The first baseman, Trankelbach, and the pitcher were both calling for it, and it ends up missing both of their gloves.
Yeah, and you watch here on the West End Pizza replay, typically the pitcher doesn't field the position on the infield, and that would have been a very easy play for the first baseman as he was ranging actually in instead of the pitcher sort of ranging, I guess you could say, backwards. And so, if we were, as a former coach, I would have said, pitcher, that's what you are today, and let the fielding positions your infield positions should field those balls.
So Bauer checks back in as a courtesy runner forward. You're 100% right. I mean, if it's not directly over the pitcher's mound, you got to let your position players make the play. But nonetheless, he did call it. So Wolf has a chance to make Bandera pay for an error here as the umpire wants to talk to the pitcher. Not sure what about. It might have been. I know they have ever since the COVID era, you no longer can lick your finger and then immediately touch the ball. If you kind of lick your finger, you got to touch a glove and wipe it, or you can't go, mouth ball. That's a new rule added since the COVID era, which is interesting. That might have been what that was about. So Wolf up to the plate. He's the left fielder tonight. He struck out his first time up. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. He's got a chance to make Bandera pay for an error here. So first pitch to Wolf here. Wade is trying to keep Bandera in this game, keep it close. Wolf hits it to left field, but it might go right at the left fielder. It lands in front of him. De La Cerda is going to send Durst. It might be close. The call is safe. Durst is able to get in there, and Wolf with the RBI single advances to second. It's 2-0 Fredericksburg.
You know, Coach De La Cerda, he was waving his arm the whole time. He wanted Durst to go, 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 go. As you watch on the West End Pizza replay, you can see De La Cerda going, go, go, go. Durst, you're right. He had those long legs, a training truck in there. Close play, but Durst really did get in between the catcher's legs there. Catcher was sort of blocking the plate there, too. I thought maybe that would become an issue as they went through that. Now we got runner on second and third with 2 outs, and a big chance for the Billies to bust this wide open here.
You know, I wonder. I know they changed the rules in the pros a couple years ago as far as where the catcher has to set up. I know that he's supposed to he has to give the runner a lane. And even if he had made the tag there, you could have argued if you're De La Cerda that he didn't give him a lane, considering he was standing right in front of the plate. And that's why you kind of have this collision here. If you look at it where his left foot is, it really needs to be on the inside of that so that the runner has a lane. So it might not have mattered had he been out or not. Nonetheless, it worked out for the Billies. White puts the ball in play right at the third baseman, and that is going to end the inning. So the Billies get a run on an RBI single from Colton Wolf. And what ends up being an exciting play at the plate, the Billies are able to get a lead. So we are getting ready. Take a quick look at that play here. The ground out here from Nathan White as he puts the ball in play here. But Billies get on the board, 2-0. It's been a fun game so far. We'll see if it continues as we get ready for the top of the 5th inning here on Billies.Live.
Hill Country Refrigeration has been providing the Texas Hill Country with quality heat and air conditioning service, installation, and repair for 47 years. They offer dependable, friendly, and professional customer service. Robert and Clara Ann Almers founded Hill Country Refrigeration in 1974, but have been enjoying Battling Billy sports for a lifetime. The Almers family are born and raised Billy fans. 4 generations, that is. Hill Country Refrigeration, where customizing comfort is their award-winning game. From one winning team to another, best of luck, Billies.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
Please join us in keeping Fredericksburg and Gillespie County special. Be Texas friendly. Share the road. Put litter in its place. Respect private property. And protect our dark skies. Thank you for caring about our community.
This broadcast is supported by Votive Hospice, a family-owned hospice founded by Fredericksburg natives. Votive Hospice is Fredericksburg's only joint commissioned accredited hospice and Fredericksburg's first community-based palliative care, which means their team can help you and your loved ones prior to needing hospice at no cost to you and your family. Knop Healthcare's palliative care program was just recently awarded accreditation by the Joint Commission in 2022, and that makes them Fredericksburg's only accredited palliative care program. VotiveHospice.com. They're with you.
Got a couple changes to talk about here for the Billies as we head into the top of the 5th inning here. The first off, Asher Gaiman moves from third base to the mound, just like they did against Wimberley. They went Drake and then Gaiman. I'll get you the line for Drake Threadgill here in a couple minutes. Drake is now in center field. Brett Bowers enters the game for Nathan White to play second base. Durst still at first. And I think that's all the changes we got for you. So Gaiman on the mound, Bowers at third, Threadgill in center in the game for Nathan White. As we head to the top of the fifth inning here, up to the plate for Bandera is number 7, Riley Haley. No, I'm sorry, we have number 11, Scott Perry, the left fielder. He's got a single tonight. And that first pitch from Gaiman is outside. So he's got a single tonight, Scott Perry does. And he fouls off the first strike there from Gaiman.
You know, Gaiman, seen him a bunch this year too. Hard throwing right-hander. Typically has a real good curveball. Comes in and in short stints. He's been coming in relief, but he's also one of our other starters too. But man, that pitch has been called all night. I thought he was going to give it to him the way he was reacting at first.
He falls behind 2-1 here to Perry, though. You know, the thing about Gaiman that's interesting in Threadgill, really, is that, and you could almost argue the batter did not try to avoid that. Nonetheless, I guess they're going to give it to him, so hit by pitch there, is that Threadgill and Gaiman throw from different sides of the plate but have very similar arsenals. They're gonna come at you with the fastball, and they're going to try to get that breaking ball in there. Now, of course, we have seen Gaiman throw a little bit of a slider instead of just a curveball. He was throwing it really well against Wimberley. We'll see if we see that tonight. But you kind of get similar kind of pitching arsenals just from other sides of the mound. So this looks like Scott Perry. He took that one right off the elbow. Is going to have to get looked at down the first base line. That was the fastball, so that definitely stung. As head coach Cody Fields walks over. Funny story about Cody Fields. I'm a graduate of Hondo High School. I graduated in 2014. Cody Fields was in his first year of head coaching anyway. He got his first head coaching job. He was head coach at Hondo High School, coaching baseball my senior year. So I am pretty familiar with Cody Fields. It's good to see him back in his hometown. He used to talk how proud he was of some of his accomplishments. And here's the ball right off the elbow there of Perry.
Took it for the team there.
Yeah, he sure did. Got a runner on now. For Zach Quesnot grounded out to the third baseman. Pickoff move gets him. I was looking at my scorebook to see what happened to Quesnot. It was so quick they got the out at first.
Well, I think it even surprised the first base coach. A great pickoff move by Asher there. Feet were really stuck in the mud. Durst really sold that too because he might have got that arm on that backside. It was just too close not to. He fooled him so bad on the pickoff move. It was nice to get that call for the Billies for the first out of the inning.
You know what I love about that too? That's good old-fashioned baseball. I just pegged you with the fastball. All right, first thing I'm going to do is pick you off. That's good old-fashioned hard-nosed baseball. You're not going to be expecting to get a pick off, and you've just got pegged.
No.
So that ball is way outside on Quesnot. So 1-1 is the count to the Bandera center fielder. Love to see the call there from De La Cerda, whoever called that. I respect that.
Gaiman looked like he stepped a little funny there on that pitch. Ball was about 3 feet outside.
That one's also a bit outside and high, so 2-1. Gaiman just trying to find the zone here. Just got to get in the groove and find that strike zone, especially when you're working with an umpire you probably aren't super familiar with. And every umpire's got a different zone. Blows the fastball by him for strike 2.
Really has a lot of pop on that fastball today. That really rode in on his hands there. He had no chance of really catching up to that one.
2-2 count, 1 out on Quesnot. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside and high. Full count. I think he might still be overthrowing a little bit on that fastball, trying to locate that outside. That's where the strike zone has been. That's where a lot of those strikeout lookings have been. Just overthrowing it a little bit maybe.
If he can just sort of stay within himself here, I think he could get the K.
I agree. Here it is. He does just that, gets the ball. Ball's hit pretty good to right field. Threadgill's going to take the lead and catch the fly ball out. So 2 outs now. Gaiman comes in and does it a little bit unconventionally, but gets 2 quick outs.
Threadgill is so smooth out there in the outfield. He's sort of playing that way, gap that way, range to his left. On the West End Pizza replay, you can see him really made that play look really easy, but really covered a lot of ground in the process.
So here's the 9-hitter, Cameron Campbell, the second baseman for Bandera. He walked in the second inning. Falls behind 0-1 here against Gaiman. Man, I'll tell you what, if you're the Bandera Bulldogs, it's like how many of the guys coming out of their pen throw 85 plus? No soft throwers tonight for Fredericksburg so far. Pumps another heater right down the middle, 0-2. When you're facing a 9-hitter, this is exactly what you want to do. Get ahead of him.
Definitely, and if I were here, I'd set up about a foot outside, see if we can get the call here.
That's exactly what he does, and that's exactly what happens. So Gaiman comes in, and while he does it a little bit unorthodox, goes right through the first 3 hitters he faces. Here's a look at this strikeout pitch from Gaiman. Does exactly what you said. Set up outside, find a spot. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Fredericksburg is in the lead 2-0. Can they add on to it? You'll have to stay tuned to find out.
Welcome to Creek Street Dental, where we strive to treat our patients with compassion, kindness, and care. We utilize the latest technologies in our commitment to your family, offering cone beam technology, cosmetic dentistry, and sedation dentistry so you can sleep through your appointment. Stop by and meet our newest addition, Dr. Monica Montgomery, from the Fredericksburg High School class of 2014. Creek Street Dental on the corner of Creek Street and South Adams in Fredericksburg.
My name is Rick Barangi, and I'm the owner and founder of Long Neck Manor. I met Donnie several years ago because I was building a state-of-the-art barn for my giraffe, 10,000 square foot barn, and there's nobody in the area, not just Fredericksburg, but in the region that could understand the complexities of building such a structure. Donnie's team is amazing. When they come out here, they're very professional, they're quick, they're thorough. You get a product even better than you expected.
Fredericksburg Veterinary Center takes care of animals of all sizes, little bitty small ones and great big tall ones. They'll treat your furry friends just like it was their own. Doctors East and Eckert can do all sorts of stuff to help them, like x-rays and blood work, surgeries and sonograms. They'll even work on their teeth. And if your animal is sick or something, they'll even go to your ranch or house to help them. Give them a call or visit them online at fbgvetcenter.com.
Got a final line for you for Drake Threadgill, like I promised you. He started the game for the Billies on the mound. He went 4 innings, no runs, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and he's in line for the win. So pretty good outing for the junior here at home against Bandera on senior night. Billies lead 2-0. Reed Speeds will come to the plate. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored on the Western Herbert double in the 3rd inning. First pitch is way inside, just about hit him.
That would have been nice to get a leadoff man on by sort of taking one there. He tried to. You could tell he tried to spin out as late as he could. Thought he was going to get hit by that.
1-0 pitch. He puts it in play down the left field line. Pretty good charge, but the left fielder's settling underneath it for the first out. So good swing there from Reed Speeds, but, you know, if he wasn't 140, maybe that ball gets out. He's not a very big guy. So first out of the inning.
Thought that ball might get up and sort of that jet stream with the wind sort of blowing out and give that left fielder a little more trouble than that. And he did have to keep drifting backwards as you watch that on the West End Pizza replay.
So here is Sam Seidenberger. He struck out in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss. A great first pitch from Wade. 0-1 is the first pitch here. So Wade, you know, really has been a pretty good outing for him. He's only given up a couple hits, the 2 runs. The off-speed pitch has been working. And he goes back to it there. The 1-1 falls a bit outside. He's been pretty good.
Yeah, and he's been pretty efficient. Even in the fact that we've scored 2, he's sitting here at about 50 pitches. That's actually pretty good pitching in your 5th inning of work.
Really is. And he gets ahead of Seidenberger with a fastball, 1-2 now. Sam's 0 for 1 tonight with the strikeout. Made a couple good plays out in right field, though. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It is in the dirt and outside, 2-2 now.
Good job by Seidenberger here, battling. Let's see if we can get his pitch count up and get another insurance run.
They don't call them the Battling Billies for nothing. Here's the 2-2 count. That ball is close, called a ball. Man, I think the Bandera faithful were hoping for the ring out call there.
I think the catcher really wanted that one. The way he popped out, he wanted to throw it down to first for a strikeout pitch. Umpire said it was low. He got clarification on it, and now that was hit by pitch there.
Yeah, that ball got in. It was a breaking pitch. It almost looked like it might have been a foul ball. They are going to call it a foul ball off the butt of the bat. De La Cerda's going to come talk about it. Man, it sure looked like a foul ball from this perspective because he kind of turned in the hands a little bit like he was going after it, as you can see here on the replay. And the umpire is going to argue and say that it was a foul ball. It kind of depends on where it hits him. Well, it sure is close. It's hard to tell. So they're going to award him first base.
Well, I think De La Cerda came down and said, well, was the pitch a ball or a strike? And then the umpire said, well, the pitch was a ball. So ultimately it was ball 4. He walks to first base. And so he said he didn't try to get out of the way, and so he wasn't going to award him a hit by pitch. So he awarded him a base on balls.
Coach Fields is going to come talk to the umpire. While he does that, let's take a moment and get a quick word from Howell's Antiques.
Howell's Antique Shop, Battling Billy supporters and established antique dealers for over 30 years.
Thank you, Howell's Antiques, for sponsoring us. We always appreciate it. And again, we wouldn't be able to do these broadcasts without our fantastic sponsors. Coach Cody Fields is having a conversation with the home plate umpire. I'm sure he's trying to get an explanation. Did it hit the knob? Did it hit the hands? My first reaction, having seen this a lot, if it hits the guy's hands, he's going to react, right? But we'll get a quick look at it. It sure looks like it hits the hands. Sam's a tough guy for not even reacting at all. Typically, when you get hit on the hands like that, there's a bit of a reaction. But
it either hit off a hand or off his forearm, which that does not feel good either way.
No, it doesn't.
But he's not even shaking
flinch.
it out there. So,
and that's what I'm saying. Normally, when guys get hit on the hands, there's a pretty big reaction, but there wasn't at all. So Sam's just cold-blooded, cold as ice. Doesn't matter to him. So Herbert comes up. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Back in the third is a beautiful breaking pitch is in there for strike 1. That's one thing Wade has been able to do all night.
I thought maybe Coach De La Cerda here would try to bunt Sam over. Weston is pretty good handling a bat here. Of course, he maybe he wanted to look at a pitch, or maybe now he's going down the line getting clarification. And I figured maybe there was a sign on here to try to get that runner on. That's an important run for the Billies, just to get a little bit more separation here late in the game.
Absolutely. Bandera has shown the ability to at least put the ball in play, and you don't want to keep it close. Shout out to Ben. I got to give him props. The past couple of games between these two teams has been pretty Billies heavy. Bandera's been able to kind of keep it close tonight and make it interesting. 0-1, here's the pitch to Herbert. It's way outside. They might have a chance at Seidenberger, who got a little far off the base, but he's able to get back. Man, you got to be careful with this catcher home behind the plate. He has made a lot of good throws, and he almost got Seidenberger here.
Seidenberger that ball was about 3 feet outside, and I think Seidenberger was really hoping that it was going to go all the way back to the screen.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Herbert. Seidenberger got the lead on first. Pretty good swing there from Herbert, but he just gets under it and fouls it off behind home plate. So 1-2 now. A lot of the offense tonight has come from Herbert.
Fredericksburg is trying to sweep the season series versus Bandera. They played them on March the 21st and won 10-4, and then they played them on Tuesday and won 13-3. So you're right, Bandera really is hanging in here on a pretty lopsided scores the first 2 matchups.
It's been a pretty impressive turnaround. Bandera in general has had a fantastic year compared to the one from before. Didn't win a single game a year ago, and now they are on the verge of winning 10. That's a big jump. Herbert puts it hard right to the third baseman, goes to second for 1, goes to first for 2, and they're going to give it to him. So they turn 2. I think they might give him safe at second? They did. They called him safe at second, out at first. So I guess a good effort there from Seidenberger to beat this play at second.
As you watch on the West End Pizza replay, as he sort of came off a second really early. I saw him flip both of his hands up, and he called him safe. And so that's a real interesting play, and he sort of pulls off a good camera work by our guys, and he sort of came off way before. It used to be a pretty good proximity play, especially if you're even straddling and you come through. It's a good call by the umpire there, and good camera work by our guys to catch that.
Really is. Fantastic job all around. So that'll bring up Braden Durst. He swings through the breaking pitch to start the at-bat. He did a pretty good night tonight. He's officially 1 for 1. He had a single in the last inning. He walked his first at-bat, so he's been on base all game. Scored a run in that 4th inning. Having a pretty good game.
Very much so. Had a good single past the second baseman and first baseman in between them last time. Let's see if he can produce that again, because that might get us another run.
Durst has been a pretty good run producer all season. He's going to put the ball in play. He's going to make things happen. That ball gets away from the catcher. The ball's in the dirt, and Seidenberger can jog over to third. So now 90 feet closer to a 3-0 lead.
Now the philosophy changes. Even a ball that's just lifted to the outfield will score us a run. So especially somebody good with the bat here.
Well, you got to get the ball.
Oh, 2 outs.
On the
Sorry,
ground with 2 outs.
I'm off with 2.
Unless it finds grass, you're not wrong. Puts it right up the middle, right at the shortstop. They're going to have to get him at first, and they do. So the Billies threaten here in the bottom of the 5th inning, but are unable to make anything happen. So Billies get nothing on 1 runner, no hits. We will head to the 6th inning. Pretty good game here in Fredericksburg. 2-0, Bandera hanging in tight. Stay close. You're not going to want to miss the final 2 innings here on Billies.live.
Security State Bank and Trust. We've been building the communities we call home since 1941. That includes supporting our students, teachers, and schools. Behind each student is a community investing in what matters most. Security State Bank and Trust. Proud supporters of Battling Billy Sports. We're rooting for your success on and off the field. We're proud to say we're small enough to know you by name and large enough to serve all your financial needs. Security State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Hill Country Propane Inc., we work hard to earn your propane business. Do you need propane delivery for your home?
We're on it.
Refilling propane cylinders for your grill?
We're on it.
Filling up your RV in our easy drive-thru?
We're on it.
Savings on RV and cylinder fills?
We're on it.
For all your propane needs, choose Hill Country Propane Inc. because
we're on it.
Hill Country Propane Inc.
Go Billies!
As Fredericksburg celebrates 175 years, Arrowhead Bank is celebrating almost 100 years of serving the people of the Texas Hill Country. Our goal has been the same since we opened in Fredericksburg 20 years ago, to combine the relationship banking of yesterday with the technology of today for a better brand of banking. Arrowhead Bank is proud to support our students in all their endeavors, athletic and academic, and we're excited to celebrate their successes this year. Billy Pride, Eberales, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 423091.
As we get going here in the top of the 6th inning, I want to give a quick shout out to our title sponsor tonight, Hill Country Pest Control. Everyone wants a happy home, but the biggest challenge is keeping the pests out. So call Hill Country Pest Control and ask how they can turn your house into a pest-free home. Hill Country Pest Control, 830-997-5080. Thank you, Hill Country Pest Control, for your support. Also want to give a quick shout-out to everyone that showed up to tonight's game wearing pink. Again, we were honoring sophomore Deacon Russell tonight. It's great to see the community out in support of these young kids and as they, deal with such a tragic loss. Gaiman, first pitch is hit pretty hard and gets into the outfield for a leadoff single there for Randon Wheeler, his first hit of the night. He's 1 for 3.
It's a good start for Bandera there. Let's see if the Billies can, get their double play ball. I've been calling for it pretty much all season. Let's see if we can get one now.
I am hoping you can. We got to make a big deal out of it when we get it. It's got to be, fireworks going on. I don't know, Paige. I don't know what you can work up. Something extravagant if we can turn 2 here. Will be a big moment. Caleb Hone steps in. He's had a good night defensively, and he's walked twice and stolen a base, so he's been all over the place tonight for Bandera. He's played a big role in this being close. He takes a first pitch pass fastball there, 0-1.
Good job by Gaiman getting ahead. Good pitch on that upper half of the strike zone.
So the 0-1 pitch here from Gaiman. Fouled off. Gaiman's in for his second inning of work. He hit the first guy he faced, but then picked the guy off and was able to go 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. You know, not how you wrote it up, but you still got 3 outs and 3 at-bats. So whatever works. And he's ahead 0-2 here on Hone.
We just need to limit their chances here. You know, pulling ahead with a 2-run lead.
They're going to give him a free 90 there as that fastball gets away from Gaiman. I still think he's overthrowing that a little bit on the outside edge. And he is now 1-2. Wheeler advances to second on the wild pitch. And he's trying to locate on the outside edge where that strike has been.
Right.
And I think he's just overthrown it a little bit.
Yeah, and he's trying to be a little bit too precise. He just relax and
put in play to Speed should be an easy out. And it is, but the runner advances to third, so 1 out. Bandera with a chance to cut the lead. Gaiman lost that ball in the sun as they tried to get it back to him. Thankfully, it didn't hit him. Of course, the sun right now is almost directly over the right field light poles, and that's kind of where that ball was coming. If you're throwing the ball from first to third or from first to the pitcher, it's a little scary as we look at the ground out here for Reed Spees.
It's a good piece of hitting there to advance that runner to third.
Sure is. So here's Barrett Wade. He's 0 for 2. He's had a fantastic night on the mound. Struggled at the plate, though. He struck out and flown out. Falls behind 0-1. There's that spot Gaiman's been trying to hit, that outside fastball.
You know, that's when it's sort of set like that. That ball was a little off the plate, but that's been called a strike all night. That's a hard ball to hit unless you're going to take it to right field.
Wade fouls this one off his foot, I think, and so it's going to be a foul ball, 0-2. If you're the Bulldogs, this is right where you want to be. Runner on third, 1 out, your 3 and 4 hole hitters coming up. And with this being the 6th inning, you really, if you're going to get in this game offensively, this is kind of where you got to do it.
I agree. I mean, you know, we talked about as in between innings, you know, this is the top of their lineup. This is probably where you really want to be if you're down 2-0 in a ball game and right in it to win it. And so you got to take advantage of the opportunities that are put in front of you.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just low, says the umpire, 1-2. Gaiman hit that spot he hit earlier. Maybe it might have been a bit low. I don't think he was out, at least not for this umpire.
No, not for this umpire. But I agree. Maybe it was probably a little low, especially on a tall batter like that.
So here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, man, you got to think if Word's able to hold on to that, he might get the call. Mm-hmm. So 2-2 now. Good at bat here from Barrett Wade. 1 out, runner on third. Here is the 2-2 pitch from Gaiman. If you notice, Blaine, wind was blowing kind of left center. Now it's pretty much directly center.
Yeah, it's blowing straight out now.
Not very hard, though.
No.
But enough to where if you can kind of hit one, get it up in the air to center with pretty good pop.
And with the infield playing in, there's a lot of...
Oh, what a pitch from Asher Gaiman. Starts the slider kind of in, breaks it out, and makes him look silly for out number 2.
That was a really good pitch by Gaiman here. I think he was expecting a fastball. He was almost like on it. He sort of swung through it. You can tell he got fooled. Anytime they sort of straighten those legs and throw those hands all the way, swing right through that ball. Good job to get the second out of the inning.
That ball is a little bit outside. You know, in the baseball lingo, we call that a sword. Where you turn the bat into a sword, you start swinging it like it's got sharp points on the edges. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Put in play. Can it find space? Herber is going to make the play, and that is going to end the inning. So Bandera threatens They get a runner on first with a runner on third with one out, and their 3 and 4 hole hitters up, and Gaiman works around it. So we head into the bottom of the 6th. Fredericksburg 2, Bandera nothing. Can they keep it there? We'll find out as we head into the final innings here on Billies.Live.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front 9 features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back 9 stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
All of us at FBG Live want to thank you for tuning in today. Lots of you have asked how you might support our video production. Well, if you want to grow your business, we know just the place to advertise. But here are 3 other super simple ways anyone can help. First of all, just tap the like button on this video. That helps us reach a broader audience, which in turn helps our sponsors who make it possible for you to watch. Secondly, subscribe to our channels and tap the notification bell so you get alerted whenever we go live. And finally, and most importantly, patronize our sponsors. Shop at their stores, enlist their services. Heck, if nothing else, just give them a call and tell them thank you for making it possible for you to watch today. It is a joy to serve our community through live video production, but we couldn't do it without you or without our sponsors. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Barrett Wade is out for his 6th inning of work. He has kept the Bandera Bulldogs in this game, but Fredericksburg leads 2-0 as their pitching has been just a little bit better. They lead 2-0. Gaiman is going to lead off, the third baseman, and now pitching for the Billies. He's thrown 2 scoreless innings in relief of Drake Threadgill, the starter, who went 4 innings. Gaiman grounded into a double play in the first and then struck out in the 4th, so looking to break through offensively here against Bandera. You know, 2 or 3 runs here would go a long way in making sure this 7th inning isn't stressful. As we mentioned, wind blowing out a little more to center now. It was left center earlier, but it's not blowing hard enough to really impact it a lot. Gaiman hits the breaking pitch and kind of pokes it into center. It gets past the center fielder. Gaiman thinks about 2, but the ball didn't get far enough away from Borzwall. So leadoff single there.
You know, Gaiman sort of fanned threw a couple of those curveballs, and on this one he sort of stayed on it, and I think he saw it a little bit better out of the hand, and he was able to sort of keep his weight back and drive through this ball. Thought the center fielder might actually have a play on that one too, but sort of thought better of trying to lay out and come up on that. So we get our leadoff man on, and now we have a courtesy runner at first.
It's Micah Horster, one of the seniors on senior night, getting in the game. Here's Drake Threadgill. He started the game on the mound, now playing center field. He's 1 for 2, but that one hit was a big one. He hit the ball very well, squared it up over the left fielder's head, and hit it probably, 310 feet to left field. It's a pretty good swing.
Base of the fence type
Hits this ball hard. It's got a chance to right field. Is it gone? It is. Drake Threadgill goes yard. It's 4-0 here in Fredericksburg.
Man, Drake really got a hold of that one. He's really seeing the ball well tonight. Good job by him. Getting on top of a first ball, fastball. Looked about between belt and chest high. We're going to get a good shot of that on that West End Pizza replay, I'm sure, and sort of see it. You can see that pitch, and it was about belt high. He sort of got his hands over the top of that, and with the way the wind's blowing out tonight, that was pretty much that was a good call, Reed. That ball was out of here pretty quick.
I mean, almost off the bat. He knew it. I knew it. It's just a beautiful swing from the junior. And like you mentioned, Blaine, he is just really seeing Wade well. Maybe the only guy in the lineup that is, because he's really the only guy that squared him up.
Well, I mean, I feel like we've hit the ball really well tonight, just straight to people. You know, had a couple good hard ground balls, especially to the shortstop. A great little celebration here. I think Threadgill is pretty excited here.
Maybe a little bit. So Charlie Johnson at the plate. This was where J.B. Word was hitting. Now Charlie Johnson, the senior, getting in at bat. As the Billies now lead 4-0 thanks to Drake Threadgill's 2-run bomb. What an exciting moment here for the Billies. So we'll see who plays catcher in the final inning as J.B. Word is pinch hit for Charlie Johnson, who strikes out. So that's a great way to respond, though, if you're Barrett Wade. You give up the big swing and you come back and get an out.
You know, and still, it's really impressive for him. He's getting through. It's a sixth inning of work. His pitch count's still actually really low. And for all the base runners we've had tonight, he's only given up 4 runs.
Here's Colton Wolf, the sophomore left fielder tonight. He struck out and singled in tonight's game. Well, he's 1 for 2. It puts that ball in play, and he's going to kind of just throw it right over the third baseman's head for his second single of the night.
Nice piece of hitting by Wolf there. He sort of got a little jammed up as you watch on the West End Pizza replay, but then he got enough of that bad head out front where it flipped it over the third baseman. Shortstop actually made the play on that ball, but didn't have a play at first against Wolf. And we're back in business with 1 out and with a man on first.
Here's Brett Bowers, his first at bat tonight's game. He was the courtesy runner for Threadgill for most of this game. But when they made the pitching change, he came in the game at third, now hitting in the spot for Nathan White, who was the starter in center field. So Nathan White finishes the game 0 for 1 with a walk. Bowers getting his first at bat. Bowers has done a little bit of everything. He'll play a little bit anywhere really on the infield. He'll catch a little bit. That ball's going to get away from the catcher. Wolf's going to go to second. He's thinking about 3. He's going to go for it. This could be close. The throw. He's there. Ball gets away from the third baseman. Wolf's going home. This might be a play at the plate. The play, and he is in. That is some heads-up base running from the sophomore, Colton Wolf.
That's a little 3 rolling all the way around from first. Good heads-up play by Wolf there. I thought when that ball bounced off the catcher, man, it just rolled up his arm way high in the air, came all the way to the corner. Great heads-up play. I think he would have taken third easily, even on a good throw, but then the catcher sort of sped up his throwing motion. Nobody really backed up the play and took the hook home very easily.
That ball is outside of Brett Bowers. You know, last broadcast against Wimberley, you and I talked about how you really need, as a team, you need to avoid crooked numbers if you want to stay in the game. If Bandera had been able to keep this, even at just 2 runs, it would have felt like they were still in it. But now that they're up by 5 and, you know, you got a 3-1 count here on Brett Bowers with 1 out, you know, Billy's sure feel pretty comfortable at this point. And that's going to be a walk.
You know, and then you also avoiding the base runners and the different things like that they had been doing, and now it seems like we're putting everybody on, and you're seeing a little bit of frustration coming out. With this pitcher visit from the coach, we'll take a little break to hear from a couple of our sponsors.
The Inside Story has been family owned and operated since 1981. The Inside Story is your custom decorating center with in-house designers, and the owners install your flooring too, so you know satisfaction is guaranteed. They sell carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, luxury vinyl, area rugs, wallpaper, paint, and much more. See the Inside Story's extensive showroom, Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg, online at theinsidestorytx.com.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test.
There's a great look at the biggest swing of tonight's game from the junior Drake Threadgill. A 2-run blast that started things here in the bottom of the 6th inning as Billy's lead 5-0 now. After a mound visit, Barrett Wade stays in the game. That ball is ripped by Reed Spees, but fouled down the left field line. He's getting some good swings off, Blaine.
Well, all the Billies really are. I think we're seeing the ball really well right now, up and down the lineup, and that's exactly the kind of building momentum that we need going against Davenport next week, which is really, we win tonight, we win both ones next week, we determine our own fate, which is exactly what you sort of want as a team.
It almost turns into, as that pitch is in there for a strike, if it's a 2-game playoff series, except for Davenport's kind of got a 1-game lead, whereas they've got the liberty of having that 1 game on the Billies. Whereas, so that could be a very interesting pair of games. First one being here next Tuesday at home on Billies.live. So that's going to be one you're going to want to watch. As Reed Spees is battling here 1-2 against the Bandera starter, Barrett Wade, who until this inning was having a pretty good night.
And that's one of those games, too, against Davenport last time. That was a 4-3 ball game, and I want to say that was an extra inning affair. It went like 10 innings, if memory serves me right, that could definitely have sort of flipped this whole situation.
An interesting play here. So Spees goes down swinging, and Bowers took off for second and ended up stealing the base. So pretty heads-up running there from Bowers. Base running coming into play here in this 6th inning.
Very much so. Now with 2 outs, runner in scoring position at second.
Here's Sam Seidenberger. He struck out and was hit by the pitch his last time up, so he is 0 for 1 tonight. 1 official at bat. He'll face Wade for the 3rd time. They always say the 3rd time you see the pitcher is the best time. We'll see if that rings true for Seidenberger as it has for his teammates. That breaking ball maybe stayed a bit high, so 1-0 is the count now on Seidenberger. Beautiful night here in Fredericksburg. Pretty good weather.
Not a cloud in the sky compared to yesterday.
A little bit of a breeze, compared to this morning. 1-0 pitch. Seidenberger puts it in play, but it should be routine for the infield, and it is. So, Fredericksburg puts a 3 spot on the board here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The biggest swing coming off the bat of Drake Threadgill, a 2-run bomb. Lots of action here at Fredericksburg High School and Battle and Billy baseball field. We'll be back for the 7th inning as the Billies are 3 outs away from a big win at home here on Billies.live.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
What is the FISD Education Foundation? Since our inauguration in 2018, the foundation has financially supported teachers and students from all our campuses achieve academic excellence. Our fundraising efforts help offset the adverse effects and depletion of resources brought on by state Robin Hood policies. Visit FISDkids.org to learn more. The FISD Education Foundation, partnering with our community because we're better together.
Top 5 reasons we love Gaddy's in Fredericksburg. Number 5, their student teacher lunch discount. Number 4, their all-you-can-eat buffet. Number 3, they have a huge variety of fresh veggies at the salad bar. Number 2, Gaddy's Pasta and Pizza is always hot and ready. And best of all, they even do the dishes. Gaddy's Pizza, Highway 16 South, across from the fairgrounds.
I want to say thank you to everyone tuning in to tonight's broadcast. It's been a fun one. Billies are 3 outs away from a big home win here on senior night. 5-0. It's been a lot of fun, and, Blaine, it's my 2nd broadcast this year, and it's been a pleasure to be up here with you.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you, too. Thank you, all of y'all, for joining us. We really love doing these games. If you haven't had a chance to tap and subscribe, please do so. We always want to hear from you, our viewers. We love having you, and we love being able to do this for y'all and provide this sort of, I guess you could say, service. I get a lot of texts during the games and then a lot of phone calls asking about how things are going. Even people queue in all the time. My daughter provides opportunity for a lot of our ex-Billies, I guess you could say, our alumni to view in too. My daughter, who's up in Nebraska, views in all the time. Big shout out to her. Say hi to Ashley and just have that opportunity to sort of go through this process with all of y'all out in the Billy land, and for y'all to get to see our Billies if you aren't able to come out to the ball fields.
Gaiman will face Bourgeois, Haley, and Perry in the 7th inning. Due up for Bandera, and he's ahead 0-1. Now 1-1 on that is Lane Bourgeois, the right fielder. Quick reminder, after tonight's game, don't leave. Stick around. We'll have post-game interviews with head coach De La Cerda and a player or two, depending on who Mr. Blaine Hahn wants to get a hold of. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm sure one of them will probably be Mr. Threadgill, who's had a fantastic night tonight.
Very much so. Let's see if we can put the clamps here on the end of the game, and let's see what we can get done.
Yeah, I should add, assuming we win the game, which it's looking good right now. So 2-2 now. 2-2 is the count here on Bourgeois. Gaiman looking to close things out. He's in his third inning of work here. Threadgill in line for the win. The ball put in play, might find grass. Great effort from Herber. But Bourgeois has got his first hit of the night. He gets off the snide. He had struck out twice before that single.
Good piece of hitting there. I thought Gaiman almost made a play by flipping his arm around his body. If that ball would have bounced up a little bit better, he might have had a chance there.
So that'll bring up Riley Haley, the DH tonight. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. His first look at Gaiman. Pick-off move there from Gaiman. I don't blame the Billies for going to it. The past couple games, it's been successful for them.
I mean, all of our pitchers have such good pick-off moves. We got to keep them close.
Gaiman's first pitch to Haley's in the dirt, 1-0. He's going to get a new baseball. So the combo of Threadgill to Gaiman has been pretty successful. They held the Wimberley Texans to 6 runs last Friday. Pretty potent lineup the Texans have, and Billies were able to come close in that one, ended up falling short 6-4. And they have held Bandera scoreless despite Bandera having a couple scoring opportunities. That fastball's in there, and that pitch had a little bit of movement to it.
It sure did.
So 1-1 count here to Haley. Here's the pitch. On the outer edge for strike 2. There's that outer strike zone. I don't know if you had the K zone there. It's definitely not in it, but it's getting called tonight. So 1-2. Haley's going to take a minute, try to get Gaiman off his rhythm a little bit. You could see Gaiman doing a little shuffle on the mound. It was kind of funny. Hey, get in the box. I'm ready to go. So the 1-2 pitch, runner on first, no outs. To Haley, way outside. Good attempt there from Word to try and throw him out at first, but did not get him. So 2-2.
Good breaking ball there. I wish he would have started that a little more inner half. That ball broke way outside. Let's see if he can control a pitch here and get the K.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ball's hit hard to left field. It might have a chance. If it stays fair, it does not. Good swing there from Haley, but it pulls foul. Man, he put a charge into that. Just got the hands in, got the barrel to the inside fastball, and put it for a ride. Couldn't keep it fair, though.
That was one of those inner half pitches that I don't think you want to throw again. You're right. Those hands just sort of came through, and he really got ahead of that ball, and I'm glad he pulled that one foul.
What's funny is looking at the replay, Blaine, he didn't even really square it up. It was kind of further up on the hand. He was able to hit that ball about 320 feet. Pretty impressive swing. So 2-2, a very loud. And they're going to call another. I guess they took another timeout there at the plate.
Right.
You know, it kind of brings up the discussion. I don't know if we'll have time for it. We'll see what happens with this pitch. 2-2 pitch. What a beautiful pitch. Talk about a buckle. Started the breaking pitch way in, and it found its way back into the strike zone to sit down Haley. You know, I was going to bring up the point, with that bat, with that ball carrying as far as it did, even considering he didn't square it up. It's funny how much baseball bats have changed as you look how much that pitch buckled Haley.
He was so far out on his front foot. He was trying to hold back, and he just couldn't. And really swing underneath that pitch. That was a great pitch there.
So that'll bring up Scott Perry. He's got a single tonight. He popped out his last time up. Good pitch there from Gaiman to get strike one. Now I was going to bring up the discussion when I was in high school. So far long ago now it feels. not as far as I feel like it is. I think it might have been my junior year. We made the switch from BSR to BB Core. BB Core with the intentions of being closer to wooden bats. But if you get the right one, they still got some pop in them.
Yeah. I mean, we had the old Black Magics back when we played, and there were a lot of pop in those bats.
That ball's hit pretty well to center. Threadgill's not going to be able to get to it. It's going to bounce and hit the base of the wall. This might bring a run in. They're going to stop him at third. So good swing there from Scott Perry. He is 2 for 2 tonight with a single and a double. Runners on second and third with one out.
And a really good replay or relay to get that ball back in. Any kind of bobble there. You can see Herber going out. Threadgill hit Herber pretty much in stride. No chance. Good job by the Bandera coach holding the runner at third, or else he would have been pretty much out halfway down the home baseline. Sometimes when you're pressing like that in a 5-0 ball game, you try to make something out of nothing. But now Bandera's pretty much in business here with a man on second and third, one out with number 13, Quesnot up to bat.
Yeah, Quesnot 0 for 2 tonight, but he has a chance to really make things interesting here. If he can find a gap or even just get it in the outfield, he's got a chance to make it 5-2 as he falls behind 0-1 here, and all of a sudden, it's a ball game.
And then, like you said, giving up those 3 runs really comes back to sort of bite you. If they would have kept that tight, then that would have been the tying run on second right now.
It's a great point, and that swing from Threadgill all of a sudden looms so much bigger. So 1-1 here on Quesnot.
Infield back here, Fredericksburg would surely trade an out here for a run on a ground ball. That's a great pitch. Been getting that pitch all night.
1-2 the count against Quesnot. Again, he's 0 for 2 tonight. Hit the ball pretty well to center his last time up. Threadgill was able to chase that one down. He's trying to get on the board for the first time. He'll take a timeout here. Bandera clearly calling a lot of times, trying to get Gaiman off of his groove. Here's a look at that pitch. Just a great location, especially with the way this umpire's calling it tonight. If that's where he's going to stay, take advantage of it. Both teams have done that well. That ball gets away. This might be a scoring opportunity. In to score comes the runner from third, Bourgeois, and it is 5-1.
Really a pitch that Word couldn't handle, sort of bounced into the plate. It looked like he maybe had tried to backhand it a little bit. I watched on the West End Pizza replay. It sort of ate him up there to his backhand side. Couldn't get his chest in front either, and it sort of rolled up his arm back to all the way to the backstop. Gives Bandera their first run of the ball game.
So the shutout is gone, but the win is still very much in play. This could be a good big pitch here. Stays high. Full count here on Zach Quesnot. So Gaiman, again, when he's trying to hit that outside corner, I think sometimes he's just overthrowing it a little bit. So here is the full count pitch. Gaiman's going to reset here. Durst playing up a little bit in case they go for the squeeze bunt. Everyone else is back. Here is the full count pitch. Big pitch in the game. Outside. That's a walk. So Quesnot is on base for the first time tonight, and it is runners at the corners. Hey, Han, we might not be done yet.
It wouldn't be a game here at our ball field if it wasn't tight.
It brings back last week the Wimberley Texans were up 6-0 going into the bottom of the 7th, and then the Billies were able to score a couple runs.
We actually had the tying run at the plate there at the end.
Sure did.
So, I mean, let's not get that tight here.
Hopefully not.
I'd rather let's go get this batter here, or, you know.
This would be a great time for that signature Blaine Hahn double play special.
That we still haven't gotten. I've been asking for it all year.
It's very inconsiderate of the Billies to not give you that. Here's Cameron Campbell. He's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout.
Billy's at double play depth.
Here's the first pitch from Gaiman. A little bit in, going to call a strike. Very delayed strike call. So 0-1. Runner did show a little bit, you know, and that might be, you might send the runner here to avoid the double play if you think it's a problem. On one pitch, finds, it gets past Word, but it bounces off the back wall enough to force the runner to stay at third. Good job from J.B. Word to get that ball back to Gaiman quickly. But Quesnot does advance to second, so the double play, unfortunately for you, Mr. Blaine, is not in play. So runners on second and third. Coach Flick is going to come have a chat with his junior pitcher. So we're going to take a quick break while he does. Stay tuned here on Brearleys.live, though. Should be an exciting finish.
Segner's Jewelers is a proud Battle and Billy sponsor and big fans of our hometown team. Segner's has served generations of FISD families and friends and will be here to serve future generations. Located at 236 West Main Street, or find us on the web at segnersjewelers.com. We're with you all the way. Go Billies!
Hello, my name is Greg Nebgen with 4N Cattle Company. I want to talk to you a little bit about J Ford Trailer and my experience. So I was looking for a new cattle trailer, stopped by, talked to Josh, customized what I wanted. I own a local business. I want to do my business local. Prices were very competitive. I looked at trailers everywhere. They were $1,000 cheaper, if not more. I was going to buy local anyway. They beat everybody in price. And then they even delivered it. J Ford Trailer, that's where I got mine.
Billy's trying to hold on here as they came into this inning feeling pretty calm and relaxed, and all of a sudden now we're in what could be an interesting finish. Bandera looked down and out. Now they've got runners on second and third with one out in the top of their lineup. Coming up, if Campbell can keep things going. Of course, Campbell is the second baseman and the 9-hitter for Bandera. So we'll see what happens here. Buckle up, folks.
1-1 count on Campbell.
Here's the first pitch. That ball's low, and he's just missing. Low and away is Gaiman. He's got to find a way to correct that. As he falls behind 2-1, there's Coach Cody Fields, former coach of mine. It's funny how life works out.
Full circle sometimes, huh?
2-1 pitch. Campbell pops it up. Parking underneath it is Herber for out number 2. So that's exactly what you needed if you're the Billies, but they're not out of the woods yet. As that'll bring up Randon Wheeler, the leadoff hitter and the shortstop for Bandera. He singled his last time up.
Good pitch, sort of extended, just missed the barrel there. He was pretty much on that pitch. He just sort of missed it, but good pop up to the shortstop, Herber. And Herber gets another replay. That's great. Good for him.
He's racking those up now. So here's Wheeler with a chance to either make things very interesting here. Gaiman looking to close it out. Wheeler, a sophomore. First pitch gets past Word, but Gaiman threw it so hard that it bounced right off the wall and got back fast enough for the guy on third to have to stay. That's Scott Perry at third. He hit the double earlier in this inning. So again, Gaiman got good stuff. He's just missing wide right now. You got to wonder if you're De La Cerda, what you do here if this at-bat doesn't go the Billies' way as far as his pitching. Gets that fastball past Wheeler, 1-1.
Well, there's been activity in the Billies' bullpen for this whole half inning. I know We've had Aiken's been. It looks like Aiken's been down there, and probably Wolf's probably down there too.
This might end it though. Off the bat of Wheeler into left field. It finds grass though. Bandera's going to score a pair. Man, that ball couldn't have been placed any better. It gets in between the left fielder Dawson Wren and the shortstop Herber, and all of a sudden it is a 2-run ball game. And the words you were dreading to hear, Blaine, the tying run is at the plate.
Good piece of hitting. I thought that was going to pretty much end it. That ball just wouldn't hang up long enough. Wren was trying to run under it, but he is playing a sort of a no doubles depth, and he couldn't get there.
That'll bring up Caleb Hone. He fouls off the first pitch. So Gaiman's still in good shape trying to end this game, but all of a sudden it is a 2-run ball game with the top of the Bandera lineup coming to the plate.
Gaiman just needs to keep filling up that strike zone, though.
A 1 pitch is in there, strike 2. Caleb Hone is the catcher tonight, and defensively he's had a fantastic game. He's 0 for 1 officially with a ground out, but he's walked twice and stolen a base offensively. Looking to keep this game going and getting it to the 3 and 4 hitters for Bandera. 0-2 pitch. Just a bit outside. I think I gotta say, Blaine, if Word's able to catch that, might get the call.
Yeah, and I mean, pitch was a little low. If Asher is able to throw that pitch up a little bit, the way Word's set up and the way the umpire is sort of calling that outer half pitch, I think we're going to get a strikeout if he hits his spot here.
Be a fantastic way to end the game. 5-3. 1-2 is the count. 2 outs. Runner on first. Caleb Hone at the plate. Asher Gaiman trying to end it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hits it pretty hard to center. Threadgill's got a read on it, and that is going to end the ball game. So Hone puts a pretty good charge into it, but he doesn't hit it hard enough, and that is going to do it. So Fredericksburg with the win here in Fredericksburg as they're able to secure a big district win, keeps their playoff hopes alive. Stay tuned. After these messages, we will have an interview with head coach De La Cerda and a player or two. Maybe that man right there, Drake Threadgill, who had a fantastic night. Stay tuned here on Billy's.Live for the postgame show.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Battling Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments, and also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
Strayer & Offers has been going strong since 1928. They specialize in tires and tire repair, wheel balancing, front-end alignment, brake repair, tune-ups, oil changes, belts and hoses, complete auto repair. Make sure you check out the Kawasaki mules and custom-built trailers, ready to go to work for you. For quality Chevron products, Strayer & Offers, 509 South Adams Street, Fredericksburg. Call 830-997-4382. Check them out online, StrayerAndOffers.com.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we know the Texas Hill Country, and we know Texas Hill Country Real Estate.
With the Real Estate Advisory Team, you'll have a team of experienced local professionals who value honesty and integrity and work tirelessly to help you achieve your real estate goals.
Give us a call or stop by today. We would be honored to help turn your Texas Hill Country dream into a reality. Go Billies!
Hill Country Refrigeration has been providing the Texas Hill Country with quality heat and air conditioning service, installation, and repair for 47 years. They offer dependable, friendly, and professional customer service. Wilbert and Clara Ann Almers founded Hill Country Refrigeration in 1974, but have been enjoying Battling Billy sports for a lifetime. The Almers family are born and raised Billy fans. 4 generations, that is. Hill Country Refrigeration, where customizing comfort is their award-winning game. From one winning team to another, best of luck, Billies.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
Hey, great starting outing. How did you feel in control on the mound tonight?
I felt in control.
I mean, it really helps that my defense can play behind me and make the plays whenever needed.
So as we were watching, got that first runner on board. Great pickoff move. I mean, you know, all year we've sort of done a good job with.
She was on top of
I mean, how did you?
Screaming at the top of her lungs.
What does it take to do that kind of stuff? I mean, y'all work on that. I mean, what
worked on it this week. I mean, as a lefty, you need to be able to pick off because it's a big tool when pitching.
You know, and a lot of times, you know, you look for the leg lift, but you had that sort of that quick move tonight, and you almost got another one over there, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
So at the plate, you almost hit an oppo field shot, and then you turned on that ball to get that 2-run shot. How did you feel at the plate tonight? It looked like you were just seeing the ball so well.
I felt good. Seeing the ball great. Love to pitch over the middle. Just took it.
Hey, great game tonight. Great game tonight. Asher came in, sort of did the same thing. You came in, got a runner early, picked him off, sort of did the same thing, and then finished it off. How'd you feel on the mound?
Well, I felt good in the beginning. I think I kind of gave away myself there towards the end. They got on, got in my head. But other than that, it's not too bad.
What has been y'all's complete approach? You know, you got 3 games left. Big matchup next week versus Davenport. I mean, what is that mentality going into next week?
I mean, we got to put everything on the line. I mean, we have to win those 2 games to even have a chance to make the playoffs. So it's everything. We're just working hard, jumping on early, make sure we can get on and just not hold back or anything.
Yeah. Hey, great game tonight. Great job. Coach De La Cerda, you know, you come in tonight, 3 games to go, and really needing all 3, and it was a great start, good pitching, good hitting, good controlled experience. What did you think of the game?
I thought we played well. You know, we came out, you know, had a tough start, you know, a couple innings of goose eggs, and we finally, you know, broke the ice and scored a run. I think we relaxed, we were able to take a deep breath, and then kind of just feel more comfortable at the plate. You know.
Great defense. Picked off a couple runners, great relays in, threw a man out at third. Thought that was really a difference maker early in the game, set that tone. Did you feel the same way?
Well, yeah, Sam Steinberger, senior, you know, did a great job hustling over, being the cover guy, and was there, hit, you know, Weston, who threw a dart to Asher, who was playing third at that time. And so it was a momentum shift because he would have to run on third base with less than 2 outs. So that's tough to defend.
You know, Fred Gill, you know, he's such a leader out here pitching. But then tonight, man, he was seeing the ball so well. Hit that opposite field ball, hit the 2-run homer. I mean, what can you say about his leadership that really brings this team to another level?
You know, he's just a hard worker. He's always grinding. You know, usually during BP he gets upset because it's just not right. It's not perfect. You know, he strives to be perfect, to be too perfect sometimes. And I think sometimes if he just relaxes and you know, understands that sometimes a 75%er is just as good as a 100%. You know, so I think it was great to see him hit that opposite field double to start. You know, I think it helped him relax and just be more comfortable.
Well, congratulations. Big games next week against Davenport. Pretty much, it's one of y'all 2 going to the playoffs, and so next week can really be looked at as a playoff series, doesn't it?
Right, yeah, it'll be a playoff atmosphere, you know. You know, we both have to win. You know, luckily we have it here Tuesday night, so, you know, we have the crowd out here. Hopefully we have good fan support and community support, you know, throughout. And so, you know, it's playoff baseball, and that's why we, you know, played some tough games early on to have the competition for this week, you know, knowing that it could come down to this very last week.
You know, I saw a lot of emblems this week. A lot of wasn't it nice just to play some baseball tonight? A lot of memorials for you know, a lost player.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, the program lost a great teammate and a great friend to many of these guys. And so, you know, shout out, tribute to you know, Bandera, who came out here and wore number 8. You know, and then placed flowers out there that will pass on to the family. And so a little bit of normalcy, you know, I think has helped our kids, and you know, just trying to take a step forward every day and deal with.
Kira reacted to your Be Real.
Congratulations.
Kira reacted to your Be Real.
Good win.
Kira.
And thank y'all for joining in tonight, and thanks for joining Billy's Live. Thanks for joining us, and God bless.